rate and instantaneous rate. As it is clear from the topic, average means it is the average of different rate. It is the rate of a reaction which is measured over a long range of time interval. It is the average of a different rate. Let us see the concentration of the reactant when we started the reaction when t is equal to 0 was 0.1 m. Now after 50 seconds the concentration of reactant was reduced to 0.07. So rate within this time will be R2 minus R1, that is 0.07 minus 0.1 divided by the time interval 50, that comes to be 6.0 into 10 to the power minus 4. Now the rate for the next 50 seconds, let us see. For this next 50 seconds, 50 to 100, the initial rate R1 was 0.07 and R2, now after 100 seconds the R2 is 0.048. So change in concentration is 0.048 minus 0.07 divided by the time interval, that is T2 minus T1. 100 minus 50 is 50. The rate comes to be 4.4 and 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter per second. Similarly, we can see the change in concentration when we are moving from 100th second to 150 second. The change in concentration is very less, hence the rate will become less. On moving rightward within the same time interval 50 seconds, the decrease in the concentration goes on lowering, or we can say that the rate of reaction is decreasing as the concentration of reactant is decreasing. So when we say what is the rate of reaction from 0 to 400 second, we will say it is the change in time, that is 400 minus 0, upon change in concentration, that is 0.1 to 0.009. That rate is called average rate because it is the average of all type of rates, which could be larger, which could be smaller. That is why it is an average rate and does not give us the correct idea about the actual rate of reaction, because the rate of reaction is changing every moment. So for this we calculate instantaneous rate. What is instantaneous rate? The rate at a particular moment which depends on the concentration of reactant at that time. The rate at a particular moment of time is called instantaneous rate. The instantaneous rate can be determined by graphically drawing a tangent at the time from the timeline on the concentration time curve, and for either of the reactant or product. This is the concentration of product with time curve. This is the concentration of reactant with time curve. Now suppose we want to know the rate of the reaction at 1/50th second. At this time we want to know the rate of a reaction. So what will we do? We will draw a perpendicular on the concentration curve. Clear? Perpendicular we have drawn. Now from this point which is touching the curve, we will draw a tangent passing through this point. Now the tangent, the slope of the tangent gives us the rate of reaction at that particular moment. So at 1/50th second, when we have drawn this tangent, then we can say what rate comes to be. The initial concentration is 0.065. The final concentration is 0.015. Hence R2 minus R1 is 0.015 minus 0.065. And the time is 150 second, that is T2 minus T1, that is 150 second. Hence the rate comes to be 3.3 into 10 to the power minus 4 moles per liter per second. All the three rates are different from each other and none of the rate could be said to be a perfect rate of the reaction, because this is the rate at this time only. Next moment the rate may change. An average rate, that is the average of different rates. So there is a method to determine the more precise rate of a reaction. What do you do for this? Suppose we have calculated the rate as 50th second. Clear? Now at 51 second we will see the rate. What is the concentration in 51 second? Same as it was there in 50 second. A bit difference is there. Then on 52 second concentration almost remains same. So we take the time interval so small that there is no appreciable change in the concentration for each time interval. Means the change in concentration always remains same. So such rate obtained will give us the correct rate of reaction. These small rates, when delta t change in time, delta t tending to 0, these rates are also called instantaneous rates. These small rates are integrated together to get a correct rate of a reaction. When delta t tending to 0, this differential equation delta r upon delta t becomes dr upon dt when delta t tending to 0. Now it is clear about the average rate, instantaneous rate, how to calculate instantaneous rate, and one more important thing which we have seen in this discussion is the rate of a reaction is decreasing as the concentration of the reactant is decreasing. Concentration is decreasing because the reactant is being used up, while the rate of reaction in case of product, as the concentration of the product is increasing, the rate of reaction is increasing. It's a positive curve and it's a negative slope. That's clear? I think let's go to the next topic.